Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video, and today I will be doing a review of the Deng K60 X-figter, as you can see here. Now this is a mini-sized quadcopter with a unique design. As you can see, the arms kind of swoop out. I really like that curved design. And it also is a camera quad, so as you can see down here, it has a attachable camera. And now this design, I'm not sure which one's first or if they're both clones, or you can never tell, but it's pretty similar to the Eufy M7 Nova Core. However, I did notice some differences in terms of color prop guards and motor mounts, so they're not a clone of each other, but they both have that same similar design like that. It comes with a full set of spare props, so 4 props. It comes with screws to attach the prop guards, a landing gear, and a little screwdriver. It comes with the manual, transmitter stuck on it. It comes with 2 manuals, one in English and one in Chinese. But they're not very good manuals because they're both just translated from Chinese. And it comes with also a USB card reader for the card it comes with. And it comes with a 2 gigabyte, let me get it there, 2 gigabyte micro SD card. So that's plenty of storage for the camera, and it's a 720p HD camera. Also comes with a USB charging cable ending in the micro LOSI connector. Try and focus it, need more of my hand there. So there's the micro LOSI connector, as you can see there, pretty common little white one. So very common. And then here is the battery, and it is a 3.7 volt 500 milliamp hour 25C battery, ending in the micro LOSI connector again there. And now the transmitter that it comes with is a fairly unique design. It's kind of like got a big thing. And if you're wondering about this stick here, that's because the sticks are removable. They can just pull out, and I lost mine somewhere. And this is actually a Connects piece that I just fit in there. I just put super glue in there because it works well enough. So I actually have to thumb fly with this one and pinch with this one. So it's a little bit weird, or I can just pinch with the other ones. It doesn't matter. But that's just what that stick is. That works fine. That's just about the right length. You have 4 digital trims there. However, the throttle trim, and now this camera is kind of special because it's not a gimbal, but with the throttle trim you can control the up and down tilt. So it has a little motor in there. I opened it up. It has a little motor and gear system that will turn the camera up and down in flight. So that's pretty cool. However, mine is defective. I opened it up and it looked like one gear was just out of place, and I put it back, and I took the motor out just by itself. There's a tiny little motor in there, and hit the trim, and it would move the motor, but I guess it's something wrong with the motor. It doesn't have enough torque to turn the entire camera, so that was kind of a bummer, because that'd be a cool feature of it. On the transmitter here, let's plug in the quad. It has pretty nice LEDs, really nice actually. Some of the best. Now it's got a weird battery door. It opens a little hatch in the front here. One prop guard came off. I just stuck them on real quick. I didn't screw them in. They take 1 screw, so I can show you what they look without them real quick. Put those there. So that's what it looks without the prop guards, like right there. And now there's 2 plugs for the camera. One for this is the individual motor plug, and this is the camera plug. And there's 2 ports back here you plug them into. Now there's an on-off switch on the back, so that's always nice. Let's turn on the transmitter here and bind it. So there we go. And now here are the LEDs. You have, it looks like one of my LED panels is missing. I just noticed that. I don't know. I just flew it before this. I must have crashed and that must have came off. That's weird. But here's the other side. And so you have 2 blues in the front and 2 reds in the back. And then up front you also have a really nice bright blue light. And now these aren't showing up as much because the camera is blotting them down, and also the bright lights. And then also you have a red one in the middle here. You just can't see it because of the lights. But at night, this thing is entirely lit up. It all shows through the white plastic, and it's a super, super nice night flyer. I'll have a night flight video coming out sometime soon. Let's see, this battery, with everything on, with the prop guards, landing gear, and camera on, it's very heavy actually. The camera, because it has that special kind of tilting system in it, it weighs a bit more, so it's very heavy with everything on, so it's like really sluggish on throttle. So with the battery, with everything on, you only get about 4 minutes of flight, so that's not very good, and I just recommend not using the prop guards at all, because they don't do anything really, they're just adding weight. And if you're going to fly with the camera, try and not use the landing gear. I mean, I know it'll land on the camera, but if you can just catch it, it'd be easier. But I don't know, with everything removed, without the camera and landing gear, and no prop guards, so in its lightest form, you get about 7.5 minute flights. So that's a huge jump from 4 minutes to 7.5 minutes, so it definitely does not like to be weighed down. And also the power, when it's fully weighed down, you need almost full throttle the entire flight just to keep it up. But with it, everything taken off, it only needs half throttle, so the components, especially that camera, definitely do add quite a bit of weight to it. And the battery also takes about 1 hour to charge with the stock USB charger. Let's see, I forgot to say it, on the transmitter here, up on the top right, we have H and L, which is, actually there's 3 rates, there's not just 2, so it's low, medium, high. There's only 1 constant yaw, but the pitch does change. And the pitch is pretty nice, it's actually pretty deep compared to the power of it, so it's pretty deep pitch. And then over here you have a 360-degree button, and that's your flip, so you click that and then give input on your right stick, and it'll do a flip in that direction. And this antenna up here is fake, there's no cable going through it. And over here, the one on the left there is headless mode. As you can see there, you click it and it'll enter headless mode, and I believe it calibrates headless when you put it in, or it's either that or when you calibrate the accelerometer. And then over here is return to home, but both those features are pretty much pointless, you know, it's just, they're not really worth it. Let's see. Now the camera footage is not that great. I mean, it's not the worst I've seen, but it's not the best either. You know, it's okay, but definitely not, you're not gonna be looking at anything too good. And then you still, since even though mine's broken, I still can't adjust it by hand. On the transmitter here, you have buttons down here, which is, that one's take photos, and the middle one's start and stop video, and the bottom one's to turn the LEDs on and off. Let's see, and now this costs about, I think it's about $55 on Lightake. They sent it to me to review, so it's about $55 on Lightake, and it's not too bad a quad. It's really smooth. The lights on this are just really nice. I'll have a night flight coming up, and the lights on this are just the best I've seen. But it's just kind of weird that it only gets 4-minute flights with everything on, but almost 8 with everything off. So it just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird that it flies. It's kind of meant to not be using the camera, even though the camera is like the main aspect of it. But yeah, there we go. That was my review of the Deng K60 X-figter. So now let's check out an indoor and outdoor flight, and I'll do a little bit of camera footage. So let's go check it out. Okay, here we are for the indoor flight of the Deng K60 X-figter. And as you can see, I have it fully loaded down with everything. I have the landing legs on, and I have the camera on, and I have the prop guards on, so it's in its heaviest form, so it's fairly heavy. Now here's your transmitter. I'll start off in low rates. As you can see here, it's quite a bit loud when it has to carry everything. Now here is low rates yaw. So as you can see, not too bad for low rates. And now that is the one constant yaw, actually. I forgot this one had a constant yaw. A lot of them are having constant yaws lately. So that's the one constant yaw it has. So, you know, not too bad. Now here is... Ooh, that was weird. Huh. Why is it... That was weird. I was putting it in low rates and it's doing a flip. So here's, I think maybe low rates. And I think that's high rates, yeah. Now that's high rates. There we go. I don't know why it did a flip. I never touched the flip button. That is really weird. But as you can see, it has good pitch and high rates. So I'll just slide around a little bit here. So even for a mini size, it still does fairly well indoors. And now this is a pretty small room I'm flying in. But, I mean, it is definitely an outside quad. And as you can see, hopefully those LEDs are showing up nicely. They look really cool, especially at night. The LEDs on this are great. You can see. And the prop guards do not protect against the ceiling, so let's try against the wall here. No, they hardly do anything against the wall. The prop is just so close it hits immediately, so the prop guards are fairly useless. So that's really all there is to show indoors. I mean, I'll do an outdoor flight and put some camera footage on. I'm kind of bummed about my camera angle knob thing not working. But let's bring it in for a landing here. And there we go. That was my indoor flight of the Deng K60 X-figter. So now I'll take it outside and I'll show what it can do. So let's go check it out. Okay, here we are for the outdoor flight of the Deng K60 X-figter. That's a mouthful. As you can see here, I've removed all the landing gear and camera. I have it in its lightest form. And my transmitter, if you haven't seen before, I have this little connects piece on here because I lost the other stick, but it still works fine. So let's start off with a hand toss. And I'm in low rates. Alright. And here is low rates yaw. As you can see there, pretty slow yaw. I've seen slower though, so not too bad. And now here is low rates pitch. So even in low rates, not too bad a pitch. And then let's kick it up to medium rates. So deeper pitch there. And then here is medium rates yaw. As you can see, not too bad a yaw. It's moving around quite a bit because it's getting a little windy out. But medium rates yaw is not too bad. Now here is high rates pitch. So you can see pretty deep pitch. That's respectable. Not too bad. And then here is high rates yaw. It's still slower than I'd want it to be, but you know, it's not too bad. I mean, you can still do pretty tight falls, but that's mostly because of the pitch. I'll just fly around here and high rates a little bit. As you can see, this thing looks awesome in the air. The design, I love the sweeping look of the arms. And it's just got the deep pitch that's really nice with it. I wish it had a bit more power, but you know, not too bad, especially for a little geared quad as cheap as this. Now I believe this one's about somewhere around $50, I think. It has a camera and stuff to it, so I think that's not too bad of a price. And the camera has like a kind of gimbal. It's adjustable from the remote in 3 different angles. It's not a gimbal that counteracts shake. It just can tilt the angle from the transmitter, which I think is a really cool idea. So let's bring it back here and do some, I'll hover in close real quick. I'll put it on low rates. Get a close-up hover. Now let's get under it. You can see it looks pretty cool. Now let's do some flips. Now you just click the button and get input, and it does pretty nice flips. Especially with everything removed, it does nice tight flips. And it gives throttle before and after, so you don't have to really do anything. You just kind of push the button and let it go. So you can see there, pretty nice flips. Let's do a pass by. And now let's try out headless and return to home. I believe it sets it when you go into it, so now I'm in headless. And yep, headless is working okay. Looks like it's getting a little bit off maybe. Yeah, a little bit off. So let's put it out here and press return to home. And it basically just pulls back on the stick, and then I just counteracted it. So, you know, headless and return to home are pretty much like all the other ones. Nothing special. They get off, and you know, unless you keep recalibrating it, it's kind of a pointless feature. But overall, this thing flies pretty nice, so I think that was good enough. Let's bring it in here, catch it. So there we go. That was my review of the Deng K60 X-figter, and I will have some footage from the camera I have it taken off. I'll have some footage right after this, and that'll be the end of the video. I'll fly it around, you with the different camera angles. So there we go. That was my review. Please subscribe if you don't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.